What's happening, everybody? Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to pick number 4 of my favorite 30 albums of the 1960s. We're counting down each and every day here this month in September 2023. Of course, we're down to the final 4, right? We had a barn burner of an album yesterday. Jimi Hendrix, Are You Experienced? Here we got another barn burner here today. This is the second album from this British band, released October 22nd, 1969. It was the second album they released this particular year in 69. Produced by Jimmy Page for Atlantic Records. That's right, Led Zeppelin 2. It's got to be one or the other, right? Since I'm only doing one album per any given band or artist, it's got to be Led Zeppelin 1 or Led Zeppelin 2, right? I kind of lean towards this one. A little bit. Not by much. Just a little bit. This album's a little heavier, a little less reliant on the bluesy stuff, I think. Not that I mind the bluesy stuff, I don't. But I kind of always had this one edge the first album just a little bit. Of course, Jimmy Page on guitars and backing vocals and theremin. Robert Plant, lead vocals, little harmonica. John Paul Jones, bass guitar, organ and keyboards, backing vocals, and John Bonham on drums and backing vocals. This was kind of, I didn't even talk about this, was produced all over the place. I mean, they worked on this at Olympic Studios in London, Mirror Sound in Los Angeles, Morgan Studios in London, A&R Studios, Atlantic Studios, New York. Yeah, all over the place this was worked on here. Lots of people working on the engineering on this album alongside Jimmy Page, guys like Chris Houston, Andy Johns, Eddie Kramer. Perhaps you've heard of some of these guys, right? George Chikants, however he says his name. Yeah, great stuff here. Of course, you had Peter Grant overseeing everything that was going on. What more can be said about this landmark heavy rock album that hasn't already been said, right? Whole Lot of Love. Yeah, we've all heard it a million times. It's still pretty damn good, right? Whole Lot of Love, killer riff, great early heavy rock song. What Is and What Should Never Be. That's one of those deep cuts on this album that never gets old, I think. Really, really great song there. Great vocal from Plant. Just the whole band just firing on all cylinders. You got the Lemon song. Lemon song is fun. Never one of my favorites on the album, but it's fun. Thank You. Okay, Thank You is terrific, right? Gotta love that. These guys could write a great melody. So good. Over on side 2, you got Heartbreaker. Another of the 2 big riffy, legendary riff songs on the album, which leads right into Livin', Lovin', Made. She's Just a Woman, right? They go hand in hand, always have. Ramble On. Ramble On probably gives you a little bit of taste of what's to come on the third album. Ramble On is terrific, well-constructed song. And then, of course, you got Moby Dick. Big, lumbering, heavy rock riff to start it all off. Eventually leads into a John Bonham drum solo. I love the Moby Dick riff, and don't get me wrong, I love John Bonham as much as anybody does. A terrific drummer, one of the greatest drummers of all time. A drum solo on a second album. I would have rather they kind of turned the whole song into, made that opening riff just have that drive the whole song, and maybe you throw in a quick little 20-second drum solo or whatnot. But I think Moby Dick itself is terrific. Love the riff. And then, for me, one of the underrated gems on this album, or any Led Zeppelin album, is Bring It On Home. I think Bring It On Home is absolutely terrific. It's bluesy, it's heavy, all sorts of acrobatic guitar work from Page on that. Just the whole band just really killing it on that. I'm a huge, huge fan of Bring It On Home. So good. So, great album. Great second album. They had a great first album, too, right? This band just knocked it out of the park every step of the way, right? All right, charts. Australia, number 1. Get used to it. Not a lot of number 1s here. Canada, number 1. Danish charts, number 10. Dutch album charts, number 1. Finland, number 1. Germany, number 1. Italy, Sal. They're slacking. Only made it to number 2. Japan, number 8. Norway, number 2. Spain, number 1. UK, number 1. US Billboard, number 1. How about when they reissued in 2014? I'm assuming that's what this one is. Don't remember exactly when this came out. Regardless, the 2014 reissue, Australia number 24, Austria number 25, Belgian charts number 19, Danish charts number 10, Finland 6, France 15, Hungary 4, Italy 15, New Zealand 6, Poland 9, Portugal 15, Spain 24, Swedish charts 13, pretty damn good. Certifications, Argentina gold, 30,000 units sold. Australia 4 times platinum, 280,000 units sold. Austria gold, 25,000. Canada 9 times platinum, 900,000 copies sold in Canada, just under a million. France 2 times gold, 200,000 units sold. Germany platinum, 500,000 units sold. Italy platinum, 100,000 units sold. Spain, gold, 50,000 units sold. Sweden, gold, 25,000 units gold. I saw a couple people who were like commenting, I guess, yesterday or so, how it's weird how in different parts of the world a gold record means something totally different as far as number of units sold. It's based on population, right? So it's the bigger the country, the more units it needs to qualify. That's why, in the States, gold is 500,000 units sold. In Spain, it's 50,000, right? Because there's a lot more people in the States. That's how it works. Sweden, gold, 25,000 units sold. United Kingdom, 4 times platinum, 1.2 million copies sold. In the United States, 12 times platinum, 12 million copies sold of Led Zeppelin 2. Crazy, right? That's just absolutely nuts. When you look at the Zeppelin catalog, it may not be as big a catalog as some other bands who are around for much longer, but man, sales are crazy. Whole Lot of Love with Livin' Lovin' Maid, She's Just a Woman on the Flip Side, released as a single November 7th, 1969. So, yeah, there you have it. Led Zeppelin 2 is my number 4. Can anybody guess what the top 3 are? Some of you have thrown some things out there. I think you got the order wrong from some of you, but I think some of you are spot on, right? Some of you thought Hendrix was going to be a little higher. Some of you probably thought this was going to be a little higher, right? Some stuff that I mentioned the other day thought it was going to be a little higher. Some stuff that's to come you might have thought was going to be a little lower. It's hard to do these lists because these albums are all so great, right? But, you got to put them somewhat in order of how you like them. And there's not much separating any of these. So, for someone that's going to say, oh, I can't believe you put your number 1 above this one or above Hendrix, well, it's not that the albums are better or worse. It's which ones I like just a little bit more. And in all the cases here, it's just a little bit. It's microscopically more, right? Don't take it personally, right? It's just, we all got to rank them somehow, right? I love them all. That's how it comes. That's what it comes down to. I love them all. So anyway, that's my pick for today. Zeppelin 2. Let us know what you think of this album down in the comments below, as well as your pick for today, pick number 4. And visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube all together, all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as it posts, so you don't go down with the Hindenburg. And please hit the like button before you leave. Also down below, you have the links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, our merch page where you can get all sorts of cool Sea Tranquility gear, and our Cameo page if you'd like me to create a personalized video for you. So all that's listed down below in the video description. Till tomorrow, pick number 3. Stay tuned. I am Pete Pardo. Thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure you stay tuned in all day today to What's Hot with Sea Tranquility Day. Lots of cool new reviews for you today. We got new Vandenberg, new Baroness, new Trevor Rabin, Jethro Tull Broadsword and the Beast box set. We've got unboxing and review of the Beck, Bogart, and the Peace box set. And maybe we'll get one more thing out there today. If not, next week we got more good stuff. We got new Steve Hackett live album. You got all sorts of other things sitting here that I'm waiting to get to. So can't do them all each and every week, but we're doing our best. So thanks for watching. See you in just a little bit. Take care. Bye-bye.